Hello, how are you all this morning? I am going to be showing you how to use the evaluation criteria, how to put that into the new lesson plan template. It's a little bit different from what I showed you in the earlier video. So here's a sample, and with this student, you see that they have described their uh, informal and formal assessments. They've directed attention to the correct objective. And then here for the evaluation criteria, um, they just describe the evaluation criteria, the performance indicators, so just a narration of the evaluative criteria. So that's very good. Let's look at some other samples. Here's another student, and this person has done something similar. She's talking about her evaluative criteria, and she's talking about what she's going to be doing. She's got questions, like a checklist type of a criteria. And then she's got also some evaluative criteria planned for the chapter test, and she notes that it's attached to the bottom. So we'll go down here and we'll look to see what she's got. You can see that she's created a rubric that goes with the chapter test. And I do like that she did not insert that into this part of the lesson plan. Some people do. The problem is that it does make you, it just makes it too long. So having that evaluation criteria at the end of your lesson plan like that as sort of an attachment is a really good idea. Here's a third sample. In this sample, the student has again explained the informal and formal assessments, starts to talk about the evaluative criteria, and here she doesn't have large rubrics. She goes ahead then and just, these are like a whole list, these are holistic rubrics, as you can see, because they're, well, you know the difference now between holistic and analytic. So she's just put those small little holistic rubrics and embedded them in, and I think that's fine when it's small like that. And again, she's embedded it again. So the whole point of evaluative criteria, the assessment is what you give students and they complete as a way for you to evaluate how they've done on the objectives. But when you begin to evaluate an assessment, you have to know what you're looking for. And so having that evaluative criteria is just so critical. Then let's take a look at sample 4. This one is also very nice. So this student has given some very detailed work on, description on how she's going to evaluate informally and formally. And then she's taken each assessment that she's named and she's described the evaluative criteria, or here, as you can see, she directs attention to Appendix A, which is located at the end of the lesson plan. This is probably my favorite sample of the 4 that we've looked at, just simply because, you know, it's very neat, it's very, very easy to review, and she's clearly talked about how each of this is going to work with each separate assessment, and then she's got the evaluation at the bottom. Isn't that nice? So I'm sure that you will come up with equally good ways of doing it, perhaps even better, and I look forward to reviewing your work.